happened to me? This isn't good. I'm dying. Today's tournament replay sponsored by Men's One a Day. The vitamin craves, you get your omega 3s, makes your dick big. Men's One a Days. Stay fresh. Do I have anything else silly? I usually do. Save it for next time. Oh, look, another game. I'm so happy this went to a best of 3. We have MDK, Red Zerg, bottom left, Mercenary, top right. I will say what I've learned from these two players is that you don't know what to expect. One person might have the clear advantage and then just try to lose the game. I mean, we had one guy who had the other person completely contained, lost 90 billion drones, exactly. And then the next game, the other guy had him contained, let him expand, and then still could have lost the game because the other guy just wanted to attack when his infestors had no energy. And he was the aggressor. So we'll see what happens. No early spawning pools. Typically, one of the first things you might see in a Zerg vs Zerg that would be out of play. However, they're droning it up. Apparently, the synapsis is to impress me, so I'm sure this will just be 100 big giant % auto failure of. Don't try to impress me. Play your game. You don't have what it takes to impress me. If you try, you're only going to make it worse. Both going spawning pool first. MDK going for the gas quicker than his opponent. Going to have those Zerglings out a little bit quicker. Might have a little bit less of them, but they're going to be fast. They're going to be speedy. They're going to be annoying. That's a Zergling. Alright, the drone scout coming from Mercenary is going to know exactly what's up, whereas his opponent opted not to do that because he wanted the income. Or maybe he just didn't have the APM to spare the drone to be moving around the base. It's either or. And, whoop, going to the minerals. No surround today. Like the aggressive play, though, by MDK. Dig it. Mercenary, also getting the expansion down a little bit quicker. So he will have to possibly defend against Zerglings that are early pressure. And the one base. This might be a one base play we got from MDK. I'm for it. Let's go. I still. To me, a Zergling one base play though is when you actually expand, but you just don't make drones for it. You just use the larva. I think that's a true one base play, and that's actually one of my favorite things to do. I believe I stomped MDK with one of those once, and he just called me a stupid all-inner, and how you can never know what a Zerg's doing. Made me giggle. But, I mean, this will work, but if you don't have the, I don't know, I feel like you're just going to be needing that extra larva. I mean, if you look at this money right now, he's almost got 400 minerals. That 400 minerals could be, I mean, 300 into a hatchery, and then another 100 into, you know, that's 4 more Zerglings. Plus the fact that you can just keep making more and more and more and more as your money keeps going up and up and up. Hey, make more bases, get more stuff. I mean, ooh, lots of banelings. Mercenary appears to have an idea. His overlord can see everything that's going on. We'll see how he defends against this. Got both queens coming down. Those Zerglings are in a very vulnerable spot to get baneling, though. They can just boom, 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 and just blow that shit up. He did move him back, though. Let's see how this is defended against. Fortunately, no more banelings left. Man, if you only had just like one more, two more banelings, that would have been pretty effective. Now, however, I just don't see him being able to keep up. I mean, if I was Mercenary and I just flew my Overlord in, saw that he was only on one base, I would just be massing Zerglings because I know he can't keep up with it. There is absolutely no way. And I imagine he's got more. He's got 4 more. Minus the banelings that are coming, but wasn't the best detonation there. Ooh. Oh. Oh, go down there. Save your main. Save your expansion. It's fine. Save it! Oh. Well, the game is now evened up. MDK is probably going to have a difficult counterattack to help out, but I mean, he does have, what is that, 14 Zerglings on the way. Can morph them into banelings on the top of the ramp here to help deal with the pressure, or just go ahead and do that. It's going to have to be a little effective here, man, if he lets these pop out. Good exchanges from both parties here. It's probably going to be a pretty close engagement. Yeah, almost identical. 2 Zergling advantage for MDK. Units lost tab. Obviously, Mercenaries lost the most because he lost the hatchery. It's really what did the most damage. I don't think any workers have been lost yet. Nope. I only saw one Baneling go in there, but one Baneling cannot kill a drone. So him pulling his workers out of the way was kind of a mistake. But it's natural reaction. I don't blame him for it. I would have done the same. That was an explosion right there. That was a nice. That was a whiff. That one was a little bit better, but that was nice. I'm glad we caught that on camera. And we have MDK going into drone production. However, we have Mercenary going still into Zerglings. But he does not have the extra pair of larvae. Not yet. Almost there. Opting to get the hive. Things have slowed down a lot. MDK has his hive up, getting the Mutalisk. Got Mutalisk every game so far. Mercenary opted to switch it up the game 2. Didn't work out for him. I imagine he's probably going Mutalisk again, as I don't see a Roached in, so he will not have anything to buffer for Zerglings. Taking a 3rd base, actually. Not sure how I feel about this. As far as I can tell, what really has turned the tide of this game so far was when he lost his Mercenary lost his expansion the first time, when I don't think it was necessarily to do so. He had a higher army count, and he just was too afraid of the Banelings and didn't micro properly. Didn't lose a lot of his units, but did lose the base. Spires up, only can make about 5 Mutalisk right now. Ops only make a couple. Does he get the upgrades? He has no money right now. Their incomes are completely terrible because they both went super aggressive. There's like a bunch of retards just licking each other to death until, you know, one of them gives up. As far as impressing me, they're not doing the job. Mercenary suspects the Mutalisk. Don't see why he wouldn't. He is getting his Spore Crawlers up at the right time. He also backed most of his Overlords up as well. He only has one on the field that those Mutalisk were like, no, I'll come back to you later. You probably aren't going anywhere. So he's going to have high hopes to do some economic damage with these 4 Mutalisk. However, he's going to be sorely mistaken running into these Mutagrinders. Should be their new name. And I guess this is just going to turn into a Mutalisk on Mutalisk battle. Got 8 Mutalisk against none. MDK does have, or Mercenary rather, does have 800 gas, so he can make 8 Mutalisk. Losing Overlord's supply block right now. Probably just spent most of his minerals making sure he was defended against the Mutalisk before he actually started to get him himself, because I imagine he knew he was behind on the Spire tech altogether. So, regardless of how many times Blizzard wants to upgrade that Spore Crawler, these two just haven't quite figured out that there are other units in this game. Picking off some cancer. I guess they don't want their creep to be touching like last game. They really made a big fuss about that. MDK getting his third. Mercenary has his third up. Not really quite utilizing it yet. If anything, should be at least getting the gas from it, even though he doesn't have much money. The third has been spotted, though. And it's gonna get it? Nope. +1 on the way for MDK. Or got it. Got his armor upgrade. Mercenary's still about 30 seconds behind. Gets the +2 very, very quickly afterwards, so he will have that advantage. I imagine that Mercenary's also... God, their fucking names, I hate them so much. Mercenary's going to hold off on his because he just doesn't really have the gas to get it right afterwards, so... Gets +1 instead. Very interesting. So we have all these Mutalisk, and better get out of there. This is terrible, terrible, terrible engagement. That was brutal. How many did he lose there? Lost 2 to that. I think he lost at least 4, though. Not what you want to be doing. Finally getting his gas geyser saturated over there, but I imagine that's going to put him down in the Mutalisk number. He's down by 7 right now, and that number is just not going to get any better. Economies are, for the most part, pretty much almost identical, aren't they? Got a little bit better one. He, I guess, must have popped those 7 drones out when I wasn't looking. Zergling run by going on up here. It's kind of what he needs to do. Just poke at his opponent a little bit. I mean, there's only one Spore Crawler right now. If he wanted to go up there and attack, now would be the time, because he does have enough Mutalisk to take out that and the Mutalisk coming. Have an engagement going on down here. I did see a little bit Mutalisk segregated, so I think blue got somewhat of a good engagement, but this chase right now is just not helping. His numbers are so far down. Once you lose one medium Mutalisk encounter, it's very tough to get back into it. At least with Mutalisk alone. You can use other units, but, I mean... gas geysers are one of the easiest things to predict yours and your opponent's economy, because you only have a select number of them. It's easy to have the max amount of drones on them, so you can pretty much tell who's going to have as much of gas. Doesn't even make any sense. I'm going to drink some water. I think I need a co-caster for the next round. That's going to be impossible, though, because I'm still going to have everybody in the loser's bracket. Fourth base going on for MDK. MDK is also going to see this sneaky little fourth base by Mercenary, and he is going to thwart it as quickly as he can. Does not want to get any of those defenses up. Wants to keep the advantage that he has. Opting to fight this battle here. I think that's a good choice. I think he has more Mutalisk. Actually, no, Blue has more. Blue has a lot more. How did that happen? What did he do? Oh wait, no, never mind. Blue's had the most the whole time. Yeah, that's probably going to be GG called. Wait. No, how did he get more Mutalisk? That doesn't make any sense. What did he do? I don't know, man, these guys are nuts. Did he have some of them not there? I mean, I guess he's a lot now. It's like, I don't understand how the Mutalisk count is off by 1, and they just had a big, giant, retarded, stupid battle, and these guys are unpredictable. Blue has 5 more Mutalisk. Looks like he wants to attack. Going in, going to take out these Spore Crawlers. Ooh, you probably should have taken them out one at a time instead of just getting in range of all 3 of them. Now, Red has 5 more Mutalisk, and he also has these Mutalisk corners, so we'll see how many he can kill. Red also has the superior upgrades are even. Alright, so back and forth Mutalisk battles. You don't see that every day. And not a one Spore Crawler in sight. Probably doesn't want to attack it though. Can't really send Zerglings either. But he's going to have these gases up in mining, so he's going to be able to make tons and tons of more Mutalisk. What MDK really needs to do right now is keep denying the 4th. Defend his 4th, deny his opponent's 4th, and can really start to wrap things up. But I imagine somehow when his Mutalisk finally get over there, and then Blue's Mutalisk get over there, Blue's going to have more, because that's the way this game's been going. Ultralisk Cavern. Ho-ho! Not only does he have more Mutalisk, he has more tech. Don't even have a hive on the way. Do have infestors. 5 infestors on the way. That could really help out. Like this move here. Kill the gas. It's good. I don't really think he wants to risk assaulting that, especially with a Spore Crawler sitting there. He should go back over here. Does he know about it? Nah, he just knows that he killed it, but you gotta assume he remade it. Where are these going? Where are you guys going? You going over here? Where are you going? Going there. And then you're gonna go up here, right? Well, those aren't gonna be able to do anything over there. Infestor's moving down. He better run like the Dickens. Ooh. Got a lot of oh! And he's going to escape the infestors. Good old dead zone right there. Did you know if you fly an Oracle over there, it lights up? Just learned that the other day. Cool stuff. 2-2, 2-1. Infestors, and a couple Ultralisk on the field. We'll be able to chop up some Zerglings. You probably don't want to be there, Mr. Ultralisk. And you're all the infestors. He's going for it. Still not enough. Alright, Mercenary is on his last leg. Doesn't really have much of anything going for him right now. Behind in upgrades, behind in bases, behind in army. And 40 gas to boot. But we can probably drag this game out for about 30 more minutes. Ultralisk going. See how many spine crawlers it takes to kill 4 Ultralisk. 4 spine crawlers, 4 Ultralisk. Who's gonna win? Poke, 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 poke. Well, those 4 Ultralisks didn't get a shot in hell. That one had 36 kills on it. Man, that thing ate some Zerglings. Alright, imagine these Mutalisks are beelining back towards here. Where are they going? Right there. This is where Mercenary probably starting to realize that things are not going his way. GG has been called. Thank God. Alright. So MDK will advance to play Sync. We have I'm Gosu, I think currently playing Mark, Lord Aben, and Gintama playing in the losers bracket, which is curious because I don't